wakota church committee nyame adwuma na wo tie ye takla wodem
me na me ka say takla wodem de o de ano
Bible say ene man sen Nyankopon ye den wo chire etoso sen Nyankopon de ben ya achiwade ene wona wo hye nuanam tam de takla wodem
e say wo ba me Judas ana ana me ye
ye wo ye do che Judas
makacho
o sa pamba e say wo bia wo hye white shirt hweniye
o am de ahwe mu ye da o me de enjina
kwami de wo hye ayi ya de wo hye white shirt nfie gwotwe ene so wona bia ye
be say
na ko se fie ye
oh no no me ka say
me de cream white shirt ne no white shirt
na for the make me control
Miss wo ba wie no na wo chose say edan be so na nipa nam
ye mo bibia kwa ba na ye mfombra ye platform we eso ene eye ada foforo we in a fresh week Monday abusia P.V Juntuah eye NDC ni tatahwe former presidential staffer in fact where we are sending information be across na wakansim bi e de akire NDC amanyuku any NDC aban titire aye radwon de mani mahama oda no ensembe na already tuda ebepemre na yakọ ne kwakuti sansani bi na yakoba ibeto so e de amawo sansona lawyer Edudzi Tamaklo NPA boss ono so wakasa ensembe na ono so odi tuda abusia ebekọ na sansem wei kwakuti ba ne yedi nkan no P.V Juntuah ebekọ ne kwakuti ni die no ensem odi tuda ewo akomapa FM na yakoba naka ina atwa so meso so document betum na wa like na wa share na foforo enye biahwe yenkore yekoti nsema P.V Juntuah former presidential staffer edma NDC amanyuko no yenti nseni bia ko bebeto so
community ni kura no betimi ne eban rose for next year no maka so ke ye betimi atọ covet ni na bo so mo hwe kwan amonam so a bo betimi abaye dia kana ye de ntino omo wi on fa no works order
okay
on betimi maybe under works order no on bet my bibi sa ba be ye say no more a certain number of workforce be or more na community ni kwa the labor kwa so
supporting
on bet my no correct say the contract be na ba be there aba be be e do no we a pace of new development course areas new site na it doesn't match or minor resources and you know a coming to local government o introduce program bisa so we bridge be the baby na e be cost to say be 100 Ghana cedis na community no eye proactive on betime nyamu bi abe 4,000 na 5,000 almost set a threshold bi abanity mi bam em ye pe contractor bi a won so se omo ye beti labor ko afim ni be fim na watima ba be ye de ayede ama o em se no betima boa e ho na me kasa wonim be ye du no be papa free true be adan pi o wan kwa na ka o bomu kwa agege o mo property rate e be ye adwuma we aye street lights bibia ma o mo assemblymen o mo more proactive yeah MCs young ones me say o mo they should start one for more creativity and innovation emra most of them no in fact me ka say o mo nshada o mo de mon enye nu so o mo we adwuma zu ba ye ebi ni ho but we improvise so bit more than so baby baby I will show ni face to show that dey we there yes say ye nyame no ye mpreso munye sei hwe asukwa kwan ho ha ena fish me du hwe na wonim de ye awre hosem hwe asukwa from junction for asia ko ha hwe kwan no cab no hu nyina efun sensan cab no hu nyina efun sensan na ska kromu sei me fa se wo so ame o so ansa won ti sia bonde o fa water we sekire wa fence one mato no fofo obi to store bi wo fence one dey attach no water we for fence one cab no mu ho na wo free so amana about to ba wo tani ewura e kwan na e san wo kọ magazine ase ho no obi si store bi ho wo mo ko check se emfam na kwan ma wo mo nyini free ho na fe san e kwan na e kwa ase ho e kwan ni sa o mo ebi aye stores dia bata water we for fence one asan yi niema asikwan wo ba be pie club station de ties in ebukan ma eto o so san what office so 11 way any kwan bedu baby so am no be table si kwan table number ku si kwan na otomade ene kwa ene be ko so nipa be nam kwan ho unim e wo se ba ku di ba kwan chi no wo mo e bo so e na wo ma fa kwan ne fa So what kind of stupidity is that? Payment, but baby, payment will be the containers you what one day. Nippena baby infa. I was in a perfect crime. MCs no more will be a teacher one thing.
I agree with
you.
One
more chance here, and one more nipper on woman engage the business community. Every more of a room as a swami tafo. They should start engaging the business community. One more chance here engaging landlords. They should encourage the formation of landlord association. One more divide one more areas into zones. Then they can move the next step electronically. On one day, one property rate. They should one property negma. They should be more innovative. One more creative. They should no. Baby, we need the development to also come alongside innovative way. It's a call you for the personal a friends of common from any day. And last year, the money. They should look one way at my buy one a cabin show. Came a kegu. They are still doing something. A kegu came, some boys should say, but they are doing something. Oh, man, can everybody should up his game? Obi, I'm sorry. We am right here, Mamma not and the house of the young cockray, Yabado. Tafu engage the business community, or more shops, or my 20 or Kwan, if you're for engage them. No, I'm saying that we should make a difference. And this time I want them, eh? By the end of say a term, we best know, say a complete second term. Near Kona and said, and say, young every year.
Jumano Cassa.
And this year, Cosre. Cosre. Number 2. Bible said, "You were Christian, Ushikano." Said John, NPP for corruption second 2016. No, this year so. Omubaya, or my moment, what's the corruption? Don't go.
They can help you.
Mainly, any don't go. Yes, you are Tringalam second. Said John, see, I'm training ye near the diagram. Dana for the catcher say, Petro Bathom, City July, near and Sassy, you show air. Say, Obia Manasim, no end this in here, Manuasim here, who so only be a galam say, Kokamian channel. One has yes, I'm ready by fear, you got Tafuko, Yakura, and one person I'm your fee. You do a monte.
Hey,
yes, Tafu, Pancolum, a you or baby, organize the beach, baby. What we did,
Susukano here, the coffee. Entire with you, we want more madam. Cause he do on tight, it's so.
Say Yamagalam, and this Yamagalam, say, Master, Yabayan Yamana, Yabakofi.
I agree with you.
Ghana for Abattoir. We are men now. We are the officer. No, send 30 minutes. Yeah, now I can't win him a plane. Obiama and this never Magalam say no. So, a year da, Yamagalam saying to call any day. If we need the next time, I have possibly a bit another term, maybe I was bear and plenua. Yamma Galamsi, Yamma and Sanya Day and Tosso. Yet me fatigue Galamsia, yeah, gold, but one good baby.
I say no, refinery crab account.
You been a good baby to be a man in a sim here. Appoint an action now when you view, Magalam say, anyone sim here. Move for 20% of one. Was say, O party or power, eh? A year change, now you're massing your cry and for so day. And for so also. Many are like you saying the council, you can play ball, a chance in Yamenko. Yeah. To be a man in a sim here. Me and Yakatasumu, so MCs no more class him question will be a man now. More shots than we are going to say. I said, the more for the Galam now, you whom Bamakum. A bear can be and Galicia, no Masashi Boomding.
That's right.
Uber Kanaka can not finish your boodia. Oh, yes, maybe I can. It's a message from Masunda form. But meaning evidence is said. Sam Pau, as a walk, as a won't sell Sassia, who pen this your bank and Guasia. Me bolding we and one. Me boobia. So soon ye be. Ye purpose not plan one day.
No, that
will be your summer or the police station. Will be your summer. what the call yana more
of an because piano crowd or castle border that
be anywhere getting the
castle
baby I can't call Yama nipa be getting massive.
I make us say what can that 1 year in 2
years may come with any home chassis 87.9 say don't you call it yeah every chassis yeah fatigue I'm say one boy nka kaka ye be hu ye twem acha bosu mi no ye pensem hu bia nyamia dawroma o men ekoyie asumdwa ba we ekofom kakaka dia kan se aban mra bonten no meka nche Ghana for se obi ante ne ma so sika na ensan nkosuru biem kwa enkosuru biem na ye ABCD ye plan B ni ye plan C ni ye plan D ni na o ma Ghana for no o ma edman ye nya won kan che Ghana for se baby edu de se pasi ye si de no etimi gina ho saa de a ye nyina obi an sha sento made in Ghana de na onye den na wonyusu yes ye temema aban enka bi nche aban timi ntwen kwaso ye edman obra ye nipa o ma nim ho no yes ye ni dwumadi bi adi ye ya sede ne se sedjon ye be sha sento made in Ghana ne ma ye den ayusu ama adwuma bi Ghana ne bia eye bia no emu ye den apega ene bebe enyuma ye den abawo
okay
aban timi enye tax no fan ko fa prison for na ifo de bia o ene na wa tax nanka emfaso so tiende sini bia man na semhia na mo bia nkoka asemboni be mfane yonko ho o ma cha se metu omfo
metu omfo
mo bia nkoja ba bi nkoka asem bia mfane tie ne yonko bia
no so fa ye to
ababa ko na ye to ye no mo amowe ni ye nyina no wo asem aka anti ye to aba na ye den e ma wo hyebo mo amoso mo ko to aba ma mo hwese ni para so be ka che wo no ya ba ban mu afi atwam ana meboa ye tren position sana ye den ye ba ban mu obi anso ne ntofom ye wo ka wo ntwe ne obi gina ho aba den obehu obi aba no be ka obi ho asemboni a mo mpam no ye fa NPP fo ne enye nyansasua ene yo mo ye nyina wo se wo mo ye kwa enka bu nkwa be den na ye ko san kakakwa asumdwum na kana sichi bam kana sichi bam
ene senye kana sichi
obi
na so won tiase
ene ko ba
aso won tiase
ene 2 days
aso won tiase no pinchire
wo pinchire mu ene nka
eno so dey that right na right so be pinchire
nyame nkwa me ka sem le be afa rolling star na afa pa DCO aguna no me kwa aguna na say ne watchman no wo bon ko no na afa kwa chokata one of the afa kwa the hand be mu watchman you fa kuma police penyin no wo kwa twama na kan say watchom say ahore ba wo no akwadu le dim kabu ada o se o masa se na kata le ba no wo se ncho
ono na report no
watchman say wa kama ya wo se semna ho wo fa nya hwe
ne say the master asman de ekra na but I dream be any trim say because this ya smile
when your friends own go no
we own go pa we this na asman the boss na asman
John ndg for mum ye nimre papa galam say yam ya dwula nkoso ne di agro a galam for to pam to pam 2016 no wo see eni mo musu ban ye hwe dom de ye friends say NPP for o ma dwun nya chim ko asade a waye no nyansam bi animu a wa wie ya no wo mo fiu ka to me sre obi ama ni mre
okay ofa me da se mam
wo mo jurisdiction no a mo di animu kokko ka che ban rose for say ye ma permit me meto nton ka wa se no wo mo to kwan ye ba betu wo
interchange
sejo so for line so be kaya wo se ku for time ye yi wo me free wo me na me di animu me ne ban rose for ye side ni na ana we no ye ba ni o ma me ken o ma hwe next week mebo bi edin wa o ma di side man so ma hwe ya no man ko yi san ko for na free wa mebo wo mu din wa yes asemba me ka cho no penny what's the last time near to them you baba can say ko di big dan ko e ko yi ni pana ele e free ho wo twe ne ho a penny pa bi wa ene die ni mu e ko ye side no me so ma hwe yi me ma ju ba ni din bone mebo next week we say o man make effort so mo you free next week mebo mo nadi wa me say one go you free wo mo bring person na ehin fa na ye ton ka wo e friend say ai ase no baku di anima ko say you be talk as call interchange. What kind of
hey of
what kind of stupidity is that? Yes.
Yeah, you try over talk as
why di animo?
What do you say woman can next week? Yeah, you say the MPP for you know.
I'm a ton cast
Come have make in the last 8 years. And so my kind of crum hey so me tell my the MPP time course say e say be ko bi ma sebi and me kwase ko bi ko emum crum bi and I will make sure
entertain no I
some fun back no
ebi wo ha da bi o ka bi
yeah na no ye bani ba ko e ko e ban rose so for like e sin chan baby internet chan baby one person ma obi beton ka ho say nipa no twe ho free ho ye pen kwasem bia Monam asquad, Mokakan, will be a hey. Amen. Amen.
Because you're summoning as a phone.
You don't, young Pankasm. Your person from Yar. The Titan catch MPP for, and one never catches say.
Oh, may I agree with you?
Say anything, we will use the same language.
I agree.
Your person from
I agree with you, sir. No matter how the end of the MO, how the end how
Messi dear would dear Nimu Quaban was my permit on my cow. A friend as contact in your hey, and this for that baby. I can woman here next week. Mino Miri Kuma, you bet I am. Woman can ye. Your person will be a Abayaba, Nippon account bank and never bought a bambasso. Your person will be a Kuma.
Yo, Mati. Of assassin. Mfanyao. Nipa was it my warning. Or my warning, what my warning every or say woman but me had the end there. I offer as a friend. Offer as a friend's watch you. I offer as a friend a National Service Authority. A boss, regional boss.
But young ones, we make a difference. Next time, to make a share, Mamma, you who's and Pat Musa, so you man, no better.
No crepa. Now, no, Semikawa has a Brantiano, oh, Semunya, penny for to sell of fa. That's what Modiana say, Brantiano ebe Sassidia. I was some mutia nasem. Gone penny for the Boha, no of an Occasem, so the Obon person on Sassi, Mranti and Sassidino. Penifoni bi home dey say mrantie mfa hwe ho no mumenya omunyanye penifoni bi dey no say mrantie no hwe nti omo kra say dey okay nya mo say pedi kwakwa mrantie bi echi na wa faili o faili wi ana fi wakaza adwuma no de ma mrantie onzo wantimi anye mrantie no munya adwuma no yie o fa kasa munya ni yie
wa uhia mo anya dwenkyere bia no eni nti Yankopom ye nwu ya ye tiase no bra
ayi si wo chia opoma asumi nchia wo ma no na wasemi nchia wo ne Canada Japan ade mo ade on Canada Japan say ai munya mo hiti e para say also beso je so mienu na patriotic kroma anti over we dey opoma na Sunday mami o
kaje opoma sam chia no
also chia pa doc
yes
I just say o dey takra wo je mu dey ade FM takra wo je mu
87.9.
Hey, no, see one tells you about one no, you leader of the area nearby. I didn't want to say. You want to Guinness or no column, Guinness and Acro. Obama, why is me? One was on the one per motor, common.
Oh, and the son of the Dibim man. Timmy Shaw said, Chirasam de Omaka. I be as on my clay.
Catch him and said, yay!
Oh, my, yeah. What one did you know? By small player. Doc,
yes.
So here.
Me who dey pa na me hu mobo.
I dear friend takra with him.
Na heading.
Takra with him. Oh yeah, dear papa. Say yeah ni.
87.9.
Say yeah ni.
Fish no go yin free ho. Camel, honorable Camel, onko yin free ho. Fish na omoton tilapia no omoton no kwan ho na up to now. Ye hu de wo ya fa ho. Enye o. De bia ye ka, ye ko ye be fa ho. Ye be hwe. No mo tituo no mo ye na pragiaje kwan ya fa asukọ residential area so ye to mo money I mean we say be last 2 weeks or a week ago say one ni officers ne ba asukọ interchange o
Facebook 87.9 Kumasi
Maybe I'm so be pintua your whole light in a year. But can't it? Honorable Camel.
And
What the Indian care for one chokra. I know the Indian care for one chokra. Can't find one channel.
Yeah.
And then keep a bunny disa. Me buy animal.
Oh, Nessa, a idiot.
I ask quite touching you are light in you. A wall near ye, and yeah, baby, ye. Say what to quite pan whom interchange part the way who see a papa. Next 1 year, you say to say is what you must have a tongue cast or are they? Ask why I was a tongue cast. But they're not fair. Well, I'm saying it, dear.
87.9 Kumasi.
Oh, move to basa. Oh, move to basa. And more party for your dear one Jim. No, Mutu just a jay. Now, NPP for the free SHS by. And so, a child Ghana phone who say free SHS, no. Upon all the free SHS, no. Other aspect be na do intimate handle, no. A moment to. It's the offer can say. Mudia mo pa, munye bibia ma $5. Say galam say ne pa de. O man yai. O man yai. And one na bi so say bia President Mahama e be continue. E wo so mo ne na continue. Only say je pesca gu ho. Ano ma yiro ho.
One so no bi na ko.
Na we enya no ma.
One so no bi.
Enyo enya no ma.
One so no bi na ko.
President Mahama ba obi anu appointed abam obi anu ye ni team.
Na me ka say one so no bi na ko.
Obi wo ho the President Mahama na be ko. Because honorable a candidate said look at yaba. No de no so the team beba. So, enti obi a de ne de na eba. Obi a de ne de na eba.
Galamsey na so the pesca.
Hwe, Galamsey de no no de party no. No de party no. We a party chairman say, who we a party chairman wo baby a gold man so hobia. Party chairman. I want to Galamsey. Kwa gombe si wabo abu wakum.
Say party chairman when you want to Galamsey.
Wo baby to good. Hey, now what be that? What will be your tintos and Pacrona or Yentos him and
you bad saying say all chairman or more Galamsey areas no Galamsey.
I'm saying say there's a possibility. There's a possibility say obia obi kura woni ayikura no obi kura wo ayi kumawu. Eho yentu Galamsey but our site. Now we are chairman no baby ababa binya site.
No, but so bu site say two things. Site no obetim they are responsible mind.
They are responsible. Obi enu party ni bi enu most of you are responsible bia. Wo ma fa ne say wo ma japade no mu tu basa. Omo ne nkrofo aye kana na gizo mutu. Omo ye na de party ni ba ye. Ye na de party ni ba ye. Ye discan ma omo nti yesuso ye de tika. Ti sa na what system nim. But they are party no there Ashanti region NDC for no there omo amdo mo bagim obi mo keka bi ache obi a because obi so mo trauma party no enu kwasu mu ache regional minister won group we su won group no mo namu omo mo support na kwasi wo ho omo mo support we su wo ho
omo dey
hwe
omo namu omo dey asem na
omo to obi a campaign man ne boy abewura ma o se dey
will come internal elections.
Na make no.
Baby, are the free ban into na me interested in the
outcome. Let's say NDC asem na make.
Baby, are the free ban.
Me the free ban.
We say one person na the ure mo na
me see elections no mo be ye no.
Because that make be a
illegal. Galamsey. Say me the evidence.
Nka bobo di nka ne nka
bo. Me evidence. Say na me evidence. Me see elections no make na. Of e ka say omo aye you know. Sa e no kore. Regional chairman, won the team. Regional minister. What the person in Crawford we super
bonnet.
Na ya normal ya come into you. Na be before you normal.
Debbie. I know the obedient dey be mu dey.
Mama come asema. Na come asema, no fa come asema.
I am normal so we be one group. Obi a wo ni papa.
Yes,
but me too omo for say me panyin ti me say mo obi an koka sentia obi.
Yes, omo nye clear.
No,
yen NPP for no we di we atem wi a we wi nsa kotun kum.
Omo sha se omo di atem.
ekura ewu obi
atamanda ada yente
obi ni atem afutu amna ma wo me say ekura ewu ama akura da ho de say ekuro no yewure mfi ade bi ntia de
ni ha ne bi si ya bi so mo studio ha
yewure fi ni
submarine submarine
ka no kwa na ka e ka ko se fi na ka NDG4 ya ta pan sam say NPP 4 nanso wonyaminti wonyaminti
empanifo so
ofi wo pese bia mu mo mini esem ni bi ebube o so pese bia emu makokura ofirisi and when you know so timi nkan si ofirisi na mo de mo madwem mo ne de go mu you be free
Oba se we de baba wa da de kwa de se wa chiri kra no ma sha se o mkiko
eti etu ho fo ye be ko
be ya dada asemi o
ebi unse mpanimfo ofi to so mo sate tuma bro no fo se o mo nhwe no ne clean
o mo flyers e be the statement obofo aka se wo ko chama wo ayi ene wa bring statement ne on parent the commitment statement so dia official e won share so ko chama
okay
my friend too
okay
say dia why you open ni dia wo pese wo san ko e no e na ko ba bia fire day e mo obi akura din
say wo fa se fin so epe wo fa se fin ope ayu organizer wo
onya report no e so report no
and e director
na mtunufo
and e report
na mana kwanche
me say
report
regional chairman che say emprofo a amafo be so mutunu
Debi obi a wo kwan so contest
no obi a wodi mo ba ya wo so be so mutunu sa ade na wo so mutunu
to boase
obi odi makọ atena so 8 years aye ya abetu ayinanado agi vote amamo musimu kotu no
obi a wo kwan so
the regional minister so de ne dia ni nambu
entino ye hwe se kwan e be fa so a e be ye healthy ade be ya elections ko ye hu MPP for there
of having that question free
se nipa bi nkasa ya no wakwa
won asema meka no
wakwa so de mu ya pon so wakota church committee nyame adwuma na wo tie ye takla wodem
me na meka sa
takla wodem de o de ano
bible say ene man sia nyankopon ye den wo chire etoso nso nyankopon de ben ya akiwade ene wona wo hye nuanam tam de takla wodem
e se wo ba me Judas ana ana me ye yi
ye wo ye do che Judas
makacho
se wo bia wo hye hwa shirt kwaniye
o am de ahom ye dada o me de ngina he
kwami de hye ayi ya de hye hwa shirt mfie gwotwe ene so wona bia ye
be se
na kuze fie ye
no ma meka say
me de cream
hwa shirt na hye no why shirt
na for the make me control
Miss wo bawie no na wo chose say edan be so na nipa nam
offer asema maker as a friend this one wa yire na wo ya me see galamse asema maker internal elections na time ni ndu ya mokika mutibo mu no eno de munya ye
obi atinka mu
bi anko bitimbo
na Jesus wo nso bi ti apayanza
enu ntina bi di ka tufu no
adina me so be ka say we dey adini time kwa nso
ye wuye kra de tikabo mu wo de wuye de wuye
ati secretary by friend
ya mananye o kreti awareness amaye to bi abehwe no hu yi wo le to aso
ba cha for me chiao
yesi
wo be ko secretary
yesi we ye PRO
ba cha for be ko secretary obia be minister na mu wo na se
wona se Debi
o say wo be ko secretary
kwaje fiti kwaje di obi tinchen kan eye kwa wo ene kwesi ne kwan se wo ma nye kata we party ni ba o qualify onya qualify nko ade wo be ko ena meeting se mo bia nko kase ntia obi
munya mama fo ko bia ko pene de
mo bia na at this stage crowd here esi dey na wo kan dey okay say omunya obia nso bia kwan say vetting bi na aba na say disqualify obi na ye ya e betima ba say obi kra ne odi nkomo na mekomekwa bia na dan be duro kwa na wonko enti nya
amma party ni mu no obi wo ye acting secretary mo wo na se sa abre party wo na se
wunjina ho na wadwini mu ado na nyansa nimbia ye de ne nyama ye de aba me obi ankan sa mete kan anka me nkan because you call vetting hwele mom ye but I just put it aside
87.9
yes the bigger picture is that helps our party in bit my head we dey eye nkwamu nam the best succeed so ho entino ye be hwe se because you can't say my bad vetting. Also, you are cleared. At the action, yeah. Obi akwa today. Obi am from country. Obi am from country to be a say and say you. But
until now, because of that,
but I have to rise above Sanna. Me
Microphone off.
me with or without appointment, nothing will change me.
What kind of credit?
Bibi will be changing me.
FM 87.9.
O say person man asum bi oba mu bia benya baby atena yi amana suma dweno.
Of Amedase. Free Dr. Free. Dr. Samuel Free.
Na one e should din komo. Kwam jabale din komo bi. Wonim me ma dwen kire won se de omo ye na ye pa. Omo mpa mystery men. No mu nyine ginam. Wo driver kwa na e bia wo gina wo pa no e bi kwa na nipa ne bi nyenu ho. Wo ka no ma obi bia na atwora tam so. Nipa na kwa phone kura no. E ya wo ye ko no ye nsen. Na wo video ene nipa na wo pa ni nyina. Wo gina ho na ya ba befa. Ye fa wa ne ye dia chew. Wo na wo pa ha 10. F5 no. Wo so obi nko bi 10 no. E se wo ye AD na battery. Ye timi chom nyina. Omo pa mystery men. So miss obi a wo se mystery men wo ma obi a be careful. No be boa pa enti wo mfa no nka ho so na me chere no
I see now of a
bi kwa Africa ni bi wo funa tim bi
ai
ni ebusa
ai of na nema ayi nso ayi die ya Jacobu die mrantie no a
police no tutu no o so promote no we create awareness say police for mo munye ja ho in fact Ghana me say me do say usi adwene those times some with different mindset he say will be a deliberate why not so be say nsuo die o man no one per money because man panini kwa after Ghana for na me atrase
it was also the police no shoot you and notice
ye promote no and nanka wonyo no nkomunku no kame every time ye man preach for good you know this soldier for ekowura kame say atom sunsun so
ayi no eno kwa na soldier for
hidi mu
nine months
na 9 months for
commander
any force commission
commander boa
and some o maka che last year ye mpebie tie afibie say ye chinko for a na hemfone politicians bi aba be pacho ayele ama omo efri ne se 9 months omo twi obi ana first commission for muko twi obi a panyini bi obaba so ya akola o so ya de woni di blow oba se obepa chewa we accomplish monche no
one engine
wo monche fa nkan san kofo no ana se yanyu obi anche obi obaba baba che obi o monche no wo ka ho bi
but over system na ya mana be no
ebi ni
o tu omofu tu tankrofo no so fo
hamfo
chaw fo no ne
entina me ka che 9 months for no say obi aba so ya hina o so ya hwan o we accomplish monche no nka ho because won ka ho a anka onko pa chew Debbie ade we yenko chopa wo sasasi wo sesu wo say aduane na wo sebi nana madawroma nana wasase na yese na nsu de aduane na yese no yese oni ukromfo no die kwa na mbedi
na fa ahemfo ne bi gunsan wo ebie kwan
o ebi wo mo disunsun fo mi gunsan no
ebi mo gunsan bie kwan
ai mesehwe
nana no mo mie
na
kwan
me
na
kan se mo nchew wo betuma kokonfo be na be ko dunsin bi wo se ye adu ne kunu mame dunsin be ne wo be ye adu kunu be ma wo obedi asem na ma onkun nhwe nipa no ye wa hu ma o munye clean om dom sa
tie na posi ni na otutu no
ye promote no
IGP promote no
yes because still ye see
omo koji to if omo ji to
what ye kan ye see me hwe video ye see
okay so in the video according to command ye dey say omo esizi abrantie ba akutu omo so kutatu
yes
and omo sizi say ni age no crowd under age and o say kutatu a enu kwan say okuta then omo sizi and omo ko na to the two ne dia no kofan bra no fan krata wo home because there's a campaigner
wo papa kwa ni mso afetu no
there's a campaigner in the interior ministry yes and omo yes is here and then omo no ekoye no mo fa squad be bo omo to barrier so omo enti omo sa call police fo ne so and we share video na driver side no. On the equator to number 1 in shots. But we was a Mranti and no more attack will be passenger side. A honomoji 2.
Yes,
No me so much 20 Johnny.
Person Oma could 22.
Oh yes, a Brantia now tough according to narration by no. A Brantia now that from on the 2 crown.
Me Mujita Musadi. Me say, Posi Furniture for also on some will come say they can be several. But some and test Galam say side one there. One actors in the discipline aside. They should put it aside because say no, and then a question. And you now when some young can a tio crack only who kata. Person to go. What's it? Yes, I never could do your corporate from today from that.
Madam will be
it's a Ghana bank. Friends, when you come into the minute, Muntaka, a ban pisca. Person even know one team, one if you qua, or send a pistol be the 2 bases, and then bulletproof.
Yes,
without further delay.
Yeah,
person even number one team be a near training psychologically. Because Obetma exposed a baby now so bold baby, a could defend you.
I know near you be a
Nebian crowd. What you mean? The inquiry, you know, a signal, a channel baby. One question, person, a question.
Quite attacking
2 women here.
And the police officer in here promotion.
Oh, one day, support because one credit to a party, I bet your party, and a day. Say, nay, you know. You know about Gina would the corner young Unity. Young Unity, this will be you are trained. What time will be when you train about you?
And
more than calling you. Oh, that is the one up for yet zone beer. Where they on the own medical question because on that.
Man, can you train? Blast like over copy. No, my Aquena Mosayo.
Debut and 100 meters because Mirka or 2 years. Of a Mirka or 2 years.
Someone true passer.
And I went 4x4.
No, John, never give my wood yet. Wait, I could see Hannah. Of
a PV never disappoint.
Can you call your wake up with the center
of her? Mirka brought you 2 years long. And I'm going to 4x4 to bet me alcohol.
Yeah, Chinaman communicate.
Well, but good. Near man so a good and so cause over. Santase Bequai.
Yes,
stretch no contractor.
But same demonstration, my guy.
So and some P.V Juntuah Eka Efa Galamsey issues on a idea very important. Here papa because I didn't hear say be able to be nyado. NDC for a promise Ghana Galamsey Samukai. Although say ene Galamsey issues no akofom ba no kwasam ni say I was say I see it too because they say ade achi ade sa ina no na embre eko what I say enti I was say I say den etu difi na answer meka sanse we bi yebeko ne kwakoti nsema lawyer Edudzi Tamaklo editu edwa MPA boss nsema no so editu edwa ewo TV3 na yakoba yedinaka ina ebeto aso mesro so do wadwinchire betum na wa like na wa share na foforo ni biawe subscribe for latest update anum if you are number 1 authentic platform Mega TV.
The president's own analysis so far, what do you make of it?
Okay, so Roland, once again, good morning, and good morning to my brother. Thankfully, on Saturday, his candidate Ken will be losing. Bamia will win, so that it will be quite a good one in 2028.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They are very sure. You didn't...
No. I mean, they themselves, in their heart of hearts,
Evans Drea did the research.
They appreciate.
And the finding is indicating that
this young.
Is today your birthday?
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, then happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Today also.
Sorry for the wrong baptism.
Happens to be the birthday of a young friend of mine, Abdul. Today happens to be his birthday. He's from Garu. a very, very popular young man. Today happens to be his birthday, and may Allah be with him.
Yeah. Jane Few of China House is also celebrating their birthday, and Mrs. Charity Jane Few.
May the good Lord be with them. That said, I think that there is a part of the video by His Excellency that you didn't play. At the end of the day, he said, all glory be to God. All glory be to God for what has happened. As human...
You mean God did it?
As human, we would say it has been a very good 1 year. But the president in his speech at the tail end acknowledged that all of this has become possible with the intervention of God Almighty. And that for me is very profound. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah once said, nothing great has ever been done without the support of the Almighty God. And so the work that has been done in 1 year, with all the innovation, the human ingenuity and everything, we bless God for it. That said, when the president say that within the 1 year, right, we've had a situation where the turnaround has exceeded expectation. It is grounded in data. It is well grounded in data. The data speaks to the fact that today, the numbers, and not only the numbers, not only the fact that the numbers are looking good, but they are translating in real life conditions. Inflation in 2022 was 54%. At the time when inflation was 54%, there were only 2 countries south of the Sahara that we were worse than, Zimbabwe and South Sudan. That is how Ghana sank so low. Not only that, all the international rating agencies put Ghana in junk status, Bola. Under the watch of the man the NPP will be electing on Saturday, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Look, Roland, Fish actually projected that by close of 2025, the Ghana cedi will be exchanging 15 cedis to $1. Fish, almighty Fish. So we have done so well that we're able to beat the projection that Fish had put out. Because Fish wanted us to finish the year at 15 Ghana cedis to $1. We ended the year at 10.5 Ghana cedi to $1. That for me is significant. Look at our debt to GDP ratio. Today's significant cuts. It makes the country today looks more solvent. It didn't end there. Our reserve grew to an unprecedented $13 billion. Almost 5 months of import cover. That is the kind of work that men have done within the space of 1 year. So when His Excellency the President say that this is what we have done and it exceeds the expectation of the people we deal with, these are the numbers. But somebody will ask, has this turnaround translated into better living conditions of our people? Clearly, yes. And I'll demonstrate that shortly. If you recall, even with inflationary trends coming to 5.3, single digit, what it means is that the rate of increase of prices has slowed. And that is very significant. Because you see, he is a lecturer and he will tell you, when inflation goes up, inflation, colloquially you say, is the thief of our money. Yes, it steals your money quietly, because an item that would cost you 2 cedis, because of inflationary trends, you're going to buy it for 5 cedis. So your disposable income, you would have lost 3 cedis on it simply because of inflation. And so by inflation coming down, the rate of increase of prices of commodities and prices have rather come down, and that is translating in better living conditions. 2, and I'll do this analysis, Roland. On the 4th of December, okay, 2024, and I say this, a liter of petroleum product, let me say petrol, was trading for 15.3 Ghana cedis per liter. 15.3 Ghana cedi per liter. That's December 4th, 2024. 3 days or so to the election. Today, the same liter is trading in some places, discounted price, 9.98, 9.99, below 10. And Roland, what it means is that for every liter that you buy of petrol, you are making a savings of almost 4 cedis on it. That is savings into your pocket.
But Edudzi, the minority, especially in Parliament, have raised issues about how this is not trickling into the pocket of ordinary people in terms of reduction in food prices. And
let me give you an example. So, say I'll use one example. So in November last year, petroleum product consumption, petrol diesel, if you put together, was almost in the region of 540 million liters. So you do even 3 cedi savings on that nationally and see how much consumers have saved and retained in their pocket, Roland. That is very significant. And you know, the cascading impact of petrol prices. When we were growing up, finance ministers were the ones announcing petrol prices. I remember those days in my holy city of Nkwanta. Our parents would be by GBC2. My dad used to like the Ewe one. And we'll be waiting for the finance minister at that time to announce the price of petrol. No, I think Kwame Pepra also. No, it started before him, but then when Mr. Richard, Honorable Richard Kwame Pepra took over, he repeated it. It was the finance minister that announced petrol prices. All the country will be waiting to hear what the price will be because of its impact on transportation. And when transportation is impacted, food prices will be impacted as well, and all other general goods and services. Currently today on social media, you will see our fellow countrymen and women, LPG for instance, the conversation around it and the savings they are making. And so these macroeconomic numbers are translating in living conditions. Roland, if you have a kid abroad, schooling, and you needed to move money, you are buying the dollar cheaper today. You are buying the pound sterling cheaper today than you have ever done. And so the impact is translating, and particularly the middle class are so excited with what is happening today. And Roland, let me make this point. This is a government that within the space of 1 year took away betting tax. You know that?
Yeah, it was announced and subsequently
took away the obnoxious e-levy. You know that. Took away the dreaded COVID-19 levy because people felt that COVID, by by close of 2022, COVID was no longer an issue for the economy. But we retained the COVID-19 levy. It has to take President John Dramani Mahama. And you know, by the removal of the COVID-19 levy, almost 3.6 billion Ghana cedis is what consumers will retain in their pocket if they were paying that tax. And so overall, the management of the Ghanaian economy has so far translated in better conditions for our people. And let me say that in doing this, President Mahama has relied on very competent people to do this execution. The Honorable Ato Forson, the Governor of Bank of Ghana, what my brother Sami Jemfi is doing at the Gold Board. In a year, forest repatriation to the country amounted to $10 billion. We've never gotten that in a year before. The whole idea of setting up Gold Board was a game changer. It was something that was lost on the people who unfortunately mismanaged our economy for 8 years. We should never get to that point again, where we'll put a group of men, economic mismanagement team, whose only work is to run the economy aground. I am surprised that these same men believe that they can rehabilitate themselves, rebrand themselves, and come back to our people with some highfalutin voodoo economic analysis on how well to manage an economy. And some say they have rich ideas that translated 54% inflation, rich ideas that took the exchange rate at a point to 17 Ghana cedis to $1.
Please wrap up for me.
Yes, I'm wrapping up. Rich ideas, that's the point. Our debt to GDP ratio was 106%. Rich ideas that brought Ghana into a junk status. So much for those rich ideas. So I have no doubt at all that the good people of this country reflect and conclude that elections do have consequences. Elections, in fact, do so. And that is why I say that, look, today, if you look, our friends in the NPP no longer talk about they would cancel free SHS. Do you know why, Roland? Do you know why? Why today you will hardly hear any NPP communicator say free SHS have been cancelled? Because President Mahama is paying. I am very confident that this man, who is a very honest broker, would applaud the managers of the economy.
He's one of the main supporters of...
Connected.
Yes, Kennedy Japan.
He is quite honest. You applaud the managers.
What do you make of this? You know the NPP is also choosing a leader to lead them into the presidential race, particularly for 2028, and it also means that all these have come up. We had a whole event that was organized, Dennis Miracle Abuaje leading that, criticizing the bread and butter issues as a result of they feel the ineptitude, they claim, of the John Mahama government, but the numbers in themselves and then also the testimonies by some others within the environment, the public just also say otherwise. What do you say to the president's own comments in the first place?
Yes, so, once again, let me wish you a lovely viewers a good morning and say happy birthday to my junior brother here. God bless you and shine his face on you. I think it is proper that I commend the president. I commend the president. I commend his team for a great work done. Going to the last election, if anybody had told me that within a space of just 1 year we would have this macroeconomic stability, I would have said that listen, I'm not interested in this city or business, because where we were, as in the extent to which confidence had been lost in the Ghanaian economy. And the evidence is not just in the junk status, as in how we were rated, but the impact of the DDEP, the fact that monies have been taken from the pocket of Ghanaians. To think that within just a year there'll be so much confidence in this economy, as in is incredible, and the numbers don't lie. Now, you have a situation where they've managed to bring inflation to 5.5. I don't recall ever in the history of this country where inflation was 5.5, and I stand to be corrected. But I don't recall any time when. Well, I recall that during President Mills's time, where we had single-digit inflation, I think it was a big deal. But I don't think even Professor Mills managed to get inflation to 5.5. In my life, I also don't ever recall, and I stand to be corrected once again, a time where the cedi has actually appreciated against the dollar, and it's not a marginal appreciation; it's a significant appreciation. I don't recall that, and to think that cedi went all the way to 17 at some point, 17.5. Right now, it's hovering around 10 point something, 11 point something. Fuel. We shouldn't forget, and when my brother Edudzi was recalling I think he forgot.
Abusuafo enti PV Juntuah nsɛm a wɔka no ɛyɛ very simple. Wenya asɛm bi a waka ɛde adidi nipa ati atem. Wenya asɛm bi a waka ɔde dignity ɔmo ka ne sɛn dignity anaasɛ sɛn aborɔfo no mo yusu a downgrade anaasɛ undermine NDC. Yɛgyina wɔ kurom na NDC for bond to aka kyerɛ Ghana fo nyinaa sɛ yɛwura John Mahama ne wodi anim wɔn na ɔka kyerɛ Ghana fo sɛ ɔmo ba galamsey no betu aseɛ. Nsan George kora ka sɛ na ɔtwe. It doesn't mean say yɛmpa NDC asɛm o. Yɛka ne sɛ yɛayɛ na mu bi no mu ndwen sɛ oh akwa yɛ NPP ni masa mo menka no kɔre. Na me when they promote NDC kyɛn me platform we so. Apart from NDC news, me promote NDC. And I've always been praising John Mahama and NDC on this platform. The platform will be sir, what follow me from the beginning, more than 2 years in I didn't save Nameka. They be NDC for us, Abaso Namebo. And this and same be say, yeah, can was and now video now. Don't judge. Don't hesitate to judge me. See, mean send Nameka na kusi. See video no, munsem na kusi. I am saying, say, NDC must take Galamsey fight very, very, very serious. About Galamsey issues, NDC must take it very, very serious. Why am I saying this? Yen in Krunga, Nana jumped a PV Juntuah some more come. I could follow the free SHS by. Free SHS not by 1 year, now quadra no more Chiromontino. They didn't recognize Akufado as the pioneer and as the founder of free SHS, who brought free SHS or whatever. But you are John Mama by ya or Washemukina or Dinkrano Modiani which is a woman be a go well with them no. Did you see any student coming out with camera saying say Mahama by face as a biano any day and you see, but in the Kufado era or no the buyer, people were bashing him, people were insulting him left and right, or in the name of say one year one fat what the babet. And she said that one, he is not following that and she said. He is not following that she said. And he said the same way NNDC are fighting Galamsey. We are expecting you people to fight it to the core. It's the same as Operation Recover All Loot. It's the same as what? Operation Recover All Loot. Operation Recover All Loot. Operation Recover All Loot. Same way. It was one of the key campaign messenger NDC for na omudi nem kroma. Minyanka se munyanye. But let us see the action. Let us see the prosecution. Let us see those who are going to jail and those who are not going to jail. Mobile for the past a year, 1 year. I was thinking by now, ya finalize case bit say wound to me, bit say duboahin and other related matters. And I was saying the root of it. I was thinking the end of it. But what are we seeing? What are we seeing? Yehuden, I am asking you, what are we seeing? What are we seeing? Nyanka se mum fight, but munye mo na munye adwuma no because ye na ye campaign di mamo. Ghana for Tamochi, the Tamochi. We journalists, we bloggers, we social media activists, we political activists, a lot of us are behind you guys. We are praying, say, you will succeed. We are praying, say, we be ye duma, we be kumanim, na bibi etimi ayedem, akwa wano. Ebebuamo, ebebuama, mo campaign, a message for 2028, you know, I am very flexible. It will just go boom like fire outbreak. Obia beto obia soon, obia be appreciated with it. But the koba say the boka ya no man koba man nya ni sa na mo ko different thing na oga ina chikruma ina we are in ukruma and we will see what will happen. Tira waju comment section nim na kupon sha makra bye bye.